This is my first grade math lesson plan for 10 and some more, as students will count to 100 by ones and by tens. So for prior knowledge, students have learned how to count to 0 to 20. Students also have learned to identify and represent numbers from 0 to 20 with manipulatives and how to spark their interest in their background. We can kind of notice what students are interest in, such as like candy, bows, or mini dinosaurs. So the learning objective is students will learn to count from 0 to 20 or 0 to 120 with blocks of tens and some ones. That is to help them to count. So here's a video of an introduction for students to count. And the formative assessment will be working with 10 block work mats and 20 blocks. For materials, students will need tens and one mats, not 20 counters, but probably a lot because students will be counting to 0 to 120, so probably more of the 10 blocks. Pencils and erasers, paper are needed. And then students can also work in whole groups or small groups. For my introduction, students can, I would encourage myself to spark their interest by asking them to touch your head if you know how to count by 0 to 10, or touch your nose if you know how to count to 0 to 20, and so on and so forth. Yeah, students will watch a fun video, which is the video up here of counting that has a visual of the blocks that will be used soon. The blocks, the manipulatives. And then as a class, they can start counting together to refresh other students. And as a class, right here, this is when students start to engage. They'll learn how to count with tens and some are ones. Students will understand that a whole block will consist of 10 cubes and some more ones. And this is a worksheet that I think will be helpful for students to learn and use. An application of knowledge. This lesson will teach students to count from 10 instead of counting all over again. So if they're going to start from 20, for instance, they will continue from 20 by counting by tens, like 20, 30, 40. And if it starts at 60, then students will go on from there, 60, 70, 80. They won't have to start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They will have knowledge of starting from 10 and counting from 10 to 100 or 120. And for closure, when students have shown that they are finished, students will review as a group together. Teachers will also walk around and see if students need help. And then we can also summarize of the counters of the charts all together, the 10 blocks. And then with assessing students' knowledge, I believe this is kind of helpful for students to add on. And that's pretty much it.